Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful connecting with you, saying hi, hello, how do you do? What is happening with you? Blessings, blessings, and more blessings I speak unto you. For those of you who will be live, yes, 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 yes. Let's do it. Let's do it. For those of you who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. For those of you who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I can appreciate that. And for those who will be used by Papa at some point, good morning down the road to encourage this girl. Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Blessings, blessings, and more blessings. So all week long, we know loving life and how vital, how important, how significant, how magnificent and wonderful it is and necessary for us to absolutely, unequivocally, positively love life. Like it is an imperative that we love life. Because why not? Why would we not love life? Of course, we're going to love life. Of course, we're going to love life. So I invite us to embrace life. I invite us to know that life is a phenomenal gift that we get from God, from God, right? Um, and so we have to maximize it. We have to make the most out of it. Now, we've been talking. Let's see, where do I want to look for the nope? It's not there. One, hold on, hold up, wait a minute. It's in here somewhere. Here we go. Here we go. Where do I want to look? So we've been talking all week long about loving life, right? Loving life in general, and then loving life, service and travel. So we talked about service and travel. And, really this just talked about me preparing to come to Aruba to serve the ladies who I'm privileged to serve in the self-love mission, right? Adding more love into the world. For me, one life-giving conversation at a time, but for self-love, just promoting that to others so that we all can collectively add more love into the world. And then we have, yesterday we talked about the continual loving life is a continual releasing of what doesn't serve us, a continual releasing of that which does not serve us. Loving life is a continual releasing of that which doesn't serve us. And then today we're talking about loving life with hiccups. Because hiccups will happen. Because hiccups will happen. They will. That's just how life is. And we have to know what it is for us when we have hiccups in life, because we will have hiccups. We have to know what that looks like. We have to know why it matters. We have to know, just expect that there will be hiccups. Because if we live any kind of life and don't think that there's going to be hiccups, we are like fooling ourselves, right? Because life is going to come with hiccups, right? It's going to come with hiccups. And so not only do we expect and hiccups, and so I don't mean it in the sense like, oh my God, something's going to go wrong. No, just, yeah, life is life. And sometimes things happen that we don't expect. And so first of all, we have to be adaptable and flexible enough to make the adjustments, adaptable and flexible enough to make whatever are the necessary adjustments. And what are those for you? Like, how do you adjust? How do you adjust? How do you adjust? So I just experienced. So it's funny. The inspiration for this one is coming from a hiccup I just experienced. So um, I had the day planned based upon information that I had, that we would have. So we have a masseuse coming, and I understood that he was coming at 10. and it's 10 women. So he was going to, serve 10 women. And I just found out he's coming at 8. And I scheduled breakfast at 8, and then our session to start around 8:30 and 4. So it means that I likely will have to make adjustments. And so, what do you do when you have to make adjustments? Because for me, when things like that first happen, I have to process. So I'm actually getting ready. I'm processing with you actually because it just happened. So this is a real live. As I talk it out, and I usually talk it out in my head. Really, is what I do. Is I talk it out in my head. I usually don't talk out loud because I don't have my my thoughts formed yet. I did a little bit of talking out loud, but then I knew I had to do this, and really, I don't usually out before, right? And when I do, I ramble. I do because the thoughts haven't been formed. So, so I did a little rambling, right? Maybe about 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, and just I'm processing now. So for me, I know that I need processing time when something happens, right? Once I get new information that changes things. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal because it just like the biggest deal that I love things smooth sailing. I do. I love them. And I'm real particular about structure and order and just everything having flow. Really particular about flow. Looking for cups, they're in a drawer. Open that drawer right in front of you. Maybe the one below it. No. And so I'm really particular about flow. Good morning, cousin. All is well. I pray the same for you. And because it just helps me to feel better, feel good, to have the flow and all the things, right? Um, and so what this will do, if he comes at 10, so I'm processing, right? If he comes at 10, then that means we're not all having breakfast together. Yeah, it'll mean we're not all having breakfast together. That's not my preference. Um, and and if he comes, if he comes at 8, if he comes at 8, we won't all be having breakfast together. And I'm not comfortable with waking the ladies up like an hour early to have breakfast because, um, because they plan to sleep me, and based upon what I said to have be ready for breakfast at 8. So that'll just mean that we won't be having breakfast together. You know, we will have kind of an interrupted flow. But the thing of it is none of it has to be a big deal. We'll just flow with it. We'll just go with it. We'll make it be what it be. We'll make it do what it do. And and we'll just flow with it to make it happen. It's funny because originally I didn't want him to come today. I actually wanted him to come tomorrow originally. But when I got the information, I made the adjustments so that, okay, it's not a big deal. I can make that adjustment. And and I shifted in my mind to make it work for why this day was a better day than tomorrow, right? So what am I saying? I'm saying that in life happens, y'all. And we can have plans and they absolutely may not work. They may not work not the way we intended them to work. But I heard somebody say that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. I heard somebody say that. So ultimately, I do live a life from the perspective that things are always working out for me. That is the perspective that I take in life, that things are always working out for me. I know that they are. It may not look like it in the moment. And this ain't a big deal, y'all. We talking about breakfast and a massage in Aruba. Ain't nothing a big deal, for real, for real. but just from a my own personal level of excellence, maybe is the word, but it's something more something than that. Maybe it's just is excellence that I prefer a certain flow of things that feels right to me. I don't like chaos, and I don't prefer situations that are that haven't been given a lot of thought and consideration. Because think about this: there are 9 other women who chose to spend their week with me, um, helping me to fulfill the vision that God has given me. And they traveled across the oceans. So I absolutely must honor that with intentionality, with structure, with order, right? Planning, like all the things that I've prepared space and time and all of that to serve them. So not only is it an investment of their time, of their resources, of their energy, right? All of those are valuable. Do you see? And so it warrants having intentionality. Oh, I didn't show y'all what, and see, I couldn't show you yesterday because the ladies hadn't seen it yet. But one of the things that I do is I will come in and transform a place. So let me show y'all a little bit of the transformation that we did. We came in and we transformed. So excuse me, pardon me while I move you around. I'm not coming over there. Um, so here is our table. Here's where we eat, where we sit, right? Here's where we eat and where we sit. And so and I didn't show you yesterday our bag. So you all see the flowers? Have you ever seen Coming to America? Flowers coming to America. Flowers coming to America. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Um, so you need to, if you haven't seen Coming to America, you've got to see it. Then you'll understand what those flowers represent. So this is our bag that this is our bags that we gave out yesterday. And here is our keychain. So this is something that we give out at every Queen's Adventure. And this is our heart keychain, right? And that's the keychain. And here is our, right? You see the theme? You see the theme? Here is our book to take notes, our notebook. And inside the book, we have a heart with our name on it. Yes, yes, yes. And then we have our program. This is our program. You see a theme? Yes, yes. And then if you turn on the inside, right, it just follows the theme. You get the picture. You get the picture. All right. So just wanted to share a little bit from you. Let me just say, if you've got a vision of something that you want to do, first of all, you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. You're not going to be able to do it by yourself. Um, so I want to thank Debbie Kokolo for um, bringing together my design. And one of the things is that God will definitely give me a vision of, He will definitely give me a vision of things that, oh, what happened? What changed over here? Something changed. Um, he will give me a vision of, this is not what I want to do. I'm lost. If y'all talking to me, I can't tell it because my screens have changed. Comments. Okay, there we go. He will give me a vision, and I'm not always able to. So I'm going to show you all this part. I'm not always, see, I'm not always able to. So this is our sitting area. Right. Decorate with. Oh, out there, y'all can't see it because it's dark, but that's the Caribbean Sea. And that photo was that's what provided our theme. And we had all kinds of instruments that we use, tambourines. I'll show you more of the instruments tomorrow. So what's the whole point that I'm making with all of this? Is that we all have vision of things that we want to be. And make sure that you give yourself permission to see the fulfillment of your vision. But you won't be able to do it alone. And we're not intended to do it alone. You will have your role. And at the end of the day, you will have the responsibility of you. You will. You will have the responsibility because this is your baby. Your vision is your baby. So you will have the responsibility of ensuring that your baby reaches fulfillment. You will have that responsibility. So like you've got to, I don't know what I kept pushing. You have to honor your baby, right? You have to create space for the realization of your baby. You must give yourself permission for that baby to become, to be and become, right? And so what's the point that I'm making? Is you get to transform stuff, y'all. You don't have to accept status quo. It doesn't have to be the way that it was. And the way God has created me, I will get a vision, an idea of the way I wanted to see, to be. And I know that it can be, but I know that it won't be if it's just me, right? It won't be if it's just me. So, and we all need, like, imagine if we lived, all of us, the kind of life that we brought our visions to fruition, that was a non-negotiable. What if we normalized fully living out the truth of our being? Imagine what that would be like if we normalized fully, like you have a vision. Think about it. Everything that exists has existed twice. First in someone's mind, then in the earth. First in the mind and then in the earth, then the manifestation of it. Imagine if every human lived out that two-step process: visualize, manifest. Good morning, Ray Price. Thank you for your prayers. But I mean it in the sense of, and now y'all know over here we're talking about self-love. So we're only talking about manifesting that which is life-giving, manifesting that's going to help humanity, that's going to improve all of our existence, right? That's going to honor God, that's going to honor our creation. That's the only kind of manifestation we're talking about, right? So that's assumed. If you're on this channel, that is assumed. Let that be assumed. So imagine every human living out the full manifestation of their soul's cry. That's ultimately what it is. So we're talking about loving life with hiccups. A hiccup isn't sufficient enough for us to decide that we're not going to bring our manifestation forward. It's not sufficient enough. So today I have to maneuver the hiccup. But at the end of the day, it's already a magnificent day, right? If all we did is what we did yesterday, it's already a full out success. So even with the hiccup, we will navigate it, we will manage it, we will adjust, and it will be as God intended. And when we can live a life from the point of things are always working out for me, Like what we got to have a problem with, right? And y'all know I'm a therapist. I serve as a therapist. So of course we have space. We give ourselves space for things being challenging, for things being, and sometimes we need to say it out loud, right? But always there has to be, if we're going to live life to the fullest, I am here. Hey, Senator. Senator says, I'm here and witness the beauty of this place and all she's talking about. Glory be to God for this experience. Thank you, Senator. Absolutely. She is here on the trip with us, with the ladies. And Senator is a 5-time queen. She has been a part, and I'm so grateful for you. Um, and so it is so absolutely necessary. Like if you got to get something out, get it out. But always know that there is a place for gratitude, for appreciation, that there is a place for that, that must be number one, know that. And then two, know that in order to maximize life, in order to maximize, we must be flexible and adaptable. If we're going to maximize life, we must be flexible and adaptable. Otherwise, any little thing is going to take us out the game. And the big thing, oh my God, it's a wrap, right? Okay, beloved, I love you. I appreciate you and I value you. So at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished. You are welcome. Thank you. Absolutely, my sister and queen. I love you right back. We forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. Have a fantastic day. And guess when I'll see you? In the morning. All right, bye bye. Talk to you soon. Oops, turn it.